Alright, time to do Monday. Quiet on the set.
Monday, Monday.
All right. Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. In no other frickin' better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than the dynamic duo themselves, Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz. And that's Jack, who's currently stuck on a work call because he's got a real job. And hopefully he'll be joining us in just a moment. What's that, Lomir?
What's a job?
What's a job? Yeah, something that Lomir would really love to have. And
so if any of you are listening who need an IT guy, I'm it.
That's right. He's it. IT. Welcome to today's show, boys and girls. It is Monday, April 3rd, 2023, here inside and outside Shroud of the Avatar. And if you didn't log on this past weekend, and particularly on Saturday, you missed something really cool. We'll talk about that in just a minute. I don't know if Jack did. Did you log in on the first, Lomir?
Don't think so.
Okay, so you probably missed. Oh, I missed that too. I got to reset that. Oops. Hate when that happens. I hate when we forget to reset the bit goal. Let's do that real quick. Get that reset. There we go. 04/04. All right. That should be nice and okay. That bar is all clear now. Getting us ready, but I guess while Jack is away, I'll go ahead and bring it up. Well, he's not away. He's right there, as you can see. Just, yeah. Jack, did you log in on April 1st? You can nod your head yes or no. You did not. Okay, so Jack wasn't around to see it either. So I'll go ahead and get over here in the green room and bring up my pictures. But for those who missed it, okay, come on, get over here. Get over here. I guess these are all pretty much the same. Pretty much the same, but not quite. But I'll bring them up on screen in just a moment. But if you logged in on Saturday, you would have found yourself in a lovely little place. Dark Blue Monkey, what's up? And you would have wound up in this lovely little place.
Remnant of the past.
Remnant of the past, that's right.
It was a wonderful exercise in who actually pays attention and reads.
Yes, actually, I happen to have a couple of the books because I made several trips down there. I'm going to bring this up, but
Right,
we,
but the number of people who logged in and were so confused and thinking it was bugs because they didn't take 2 steps forward and actually bother to read the book that explained the whole thing
yeah,
was actually kind of funny.
or take the book. But let me pass one of these to Jack so that he can bring it up on his screen.
So did you hear anything that was being said during my meeting today?
No, I did not. Go ahead and
Good.
take one of those. You can hand it back after you're
Okay.
finished.
No, I will not. Because you said you had multiple copies.
I do, which are going to be for sale.
Well, hello to all who may find this tome. Feel free to take it. It is yours to keep. So you found yourself in this strange room, and you're probably wondering where exactly you've ended up. Are you worried you might be trapped here forever to languish in the singular chicken as your only companion for all eternity? Despair not! The real answer as to why you've chosen why we've chosen to bring you here can be found beyond this room with its singular chair, podium, book, torch, mystery woodpile, and recalcitrant chicken. Through a secret door, and far below, down a dreary flight of stairs, where a message awaits you, and you alone, revealed down there in that final chamber. That last message you need on the signpost is all the why you really need to know. As for exactly what you are standing in right now, well, that's an easy one to answer. For this, you see, is the 10th anniversary recreation of the ancient, moldy, mostly forgotten Sota Proving Ground of Release 1. We proudly present and welcome you to the Chicken Room version 2.
Which means they totally got rid of the original chicken room for some reason.
Oh, it still exists.
Well, then
Don't
why
recognize the
didn't they use
reference.
it?
Because they did other things with it. Don't recognize the reference? No worries. Only the oldest members of our community, those with us from very, very distant and hazy past of our beginnings, would remember this ridiculous testbed of the most basic features we were showing off for our very first release. Ah, yes. As the story goes, it's somewhat hazy for me, even though I, Scotty Cakes, was actually there. Around this time, 10 years ago, we were busily, even feverishly working on the very first region of Novia you could actually visit in our game. You see, based on the old release notes from way back then, we had originally hoped to allow players, after having played with a few basic interfaces, to create their own character, to initially appear in the game in the town of Owl's Head, fully propped out and ready for viewing. We imagined we were going to have the conversation system up and running, allow players to engage in house claiming, and even let them enjoy a little light decorating. Yippee. Oh yes. We were bright-eyed and bushy-tailed back then. Absolutely sure of our ability to deliver something on time. Ha 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 ha. We got so close, yet so far away. Instead, at least for release 1, what players got was the chicken room. Cue up the hilariously famous trombone-based game show fail music. The glorious chicken room, where players, having made their characters by naming them, looking at their underwear avatar available at the time, changing the hair a bit, and maybe throwing on some basic clothing, then got shunted individually off into the earliest example of a simple chamber made from the oldest dungeon tiles I created, and which I literally finished mere days before the room was built. Suddenly, you found yourself out there, all alone. You could move around a bit, but we had to make a special temporary code for you to do so. Since we didn't have any nav meshes functioning yet, careful, don't go too fast, because you might just pop through a wall and have the unfortunate experience of falling forever and crashing the game. Yay! Fun. There was a torch we bought from the Unity asset store, I believe, stuck in the middle of a room. A single chair you could sit in, if by sit you mean crouch weirdly, but then still float around the room using the WASD keys because of a bug. An unkillable chicken, and later a pile of wood for no particular reason I recall. I think you could even put things in your backpack, which meant they were stuck there for all eternity, or at least until the next release versions. Players could even report bugs about it.
Bug.
Glorious. Songs were sung in our honor that day, I tell you. To give us credit, though, by the very next version, release 1.1, players could actually go to Owl's Head. And suddenly, you'd find yourself walking around a decently realized, self-contained town in a world chock full of cool stuff to look at. But to us developers, the chicken room was the embarrassing height of high-end game testing as a first example to our players. Sheer brilliance and elegance of a design, literally no frames per second spared in our attempt to show everyone we had a playable game you could immerse yourself into. A true solo player experience, because there was literally no one else there to interact with. No other players, NPCs or otherwise, and the chicken could care less that you even existed while you were there. Ah, yes. Those were the days. As I said, back in 2013, at this time of year, we had all our collective noses in the digital grindstone, or were laboring in the pixel mines as we desperately prepared for our first release coming soon toward the end of that year. We had such high hopes for release 1.0 would unveil Owl's Head in all its glory. What we and all our eager players instead of December 9th, 2013, was the immortal splendor of the chicken room. May it live in infamy for all the time. We hope you enjoy our little recreation here, as forced upon you as it is. Stay as long as you want. Pretend the chicken likes you. Maybe you can kill it this time. Take what you can grab, and then hopefully you can find your way out and down. Down to the ultimate answer as to why of it all. I'm guessed you've already guessed. Take care, my friends. And thanks for continuing with us on this marvelous journey, Scotty, and the whole Shroud team. Winky face.
I don't know if that's actually a winky face, but
Oh no, it's not. It's a eyebrow
but
raise,
yes.
face, smile.
And then if you went through now, there's a mention there of in the first page. Is it the first page or the second page? a mystery woodpile. There wasn't anything mysteriously about it that I could find. I've clicked on it, tried to see if there's anything interesting about it. Plus, there were
It did nothing.
several. Plus, there were several Easter eggs um, floating around. One in the corners, one behind the pole. And the Easter eggs were ungrabbable, which would have made it even more fun if you could have picked up the actual Easter eggs.
Yes.
But you could take the book, which you can get, by just grabbing the book off the podium. And then if you went down, also, well, if you killed the chicken, you got, the usual chicken carcass, some eggs, some other stuff. But then we got the wonderful April Fool's. What happened there? Why didn't it? Yeah.
Were
I
you able
thought,
to take it?
what, the eggs?
The staff hanging on the wall?
Well, it wasn't actually hanging on the wall. It was, there it is. It was actually in a chest down the stairs. Let me rotate this around so people can actually see it. And I'm putting it right here on the little platform. And the I love this shit.
Yes.
I guess I got to rotate it just a little bit more. So you can actually see the smiley face on it. We got this cute little gesture staff that was thrown in as a reward with a little bit of gold and maybe some worms or a couple other things. And just a cool little addition. And again, probably going to be one of the real rares. Of course, they
Nope.
did.
It will be on the add-on store soon.
Well, that's what. They did give this an actual date. It's the April Fool's Gesture Scepter 2023. So maybe they will do what we suggest and rewrap it for different years.
They'll forget how.
Yeah, Tina, I was disappointed about the eggs as well, at least the Easter eggs. But let's get over to this. I just threw another topic in there for you as what? Chicken room? And let's get to
Yes.
this.
I was scrolling through the pictures of that because do I have all those things?
Have all what
No,
things?
because I was out at fair. Like as you're discussing the jester poll thing.
Oh, well, you had to actually,
Log
log
that's why I
in.
was
Yeah.
looking at the chicken room thing. That post.
Yes.
Yeah, so I've already scrolled through one page of it. But
Yes,
hey,
well,
you know what? I am glad they actually did something for a holiday on time.
well, I wanted to delve into the topic here.
Logged in and found myself in the chicken room. Blip, 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 blip. Perhaps Shroud's clock is running a little late for us today and today thinks it's tomorrow. Or a few hours ahead of CST. We're using the server side time, which is UTC, a bit in advance. I admit, I thought an hour off myself and found it's a bit more. What?
Yeah, I thought, I don't know what David's talking about. Server side time should be central time. I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Well,
Yeah.
so unless they have not accounted for daylight savings time on the server, because
Should be automatic. Yeah.
Yes, it should be automatic.
Basically, what happened was it kicked in a couple hours earlier than it was supposed to. It was supposed to kick in at midnight.
If anything, that should be 1 hour earlier, not several hours
it
earlier.
was several, yeah.
Unless someone did something stupid and changed the server time.
Crowd math?
Yes. Yes. Bridge Troll, you are correct. UTC is like Greenwich Mean Time.
It is Greenwich Mean Time.
It is Greenwich Mean Time because
Yeah.
they changed the nomenclature from GMT to UTC. Yes, and they did that like 15 years ago or something like that. But
Yeah.
then I don't know if it's a bug or not, but I like how the staff hangs on the wall from Taru. Could you take the Cobalt chain swords as well?
No, that was in his house. That was after he
Okay.
got it.
Okay.
That wasn't actually down there.
So that was his house.
Yeah.
Uh, this was one of the most brilliant and refreshing sudden things I have experienced in a game for a very long time. Thank you. Yes. Was utterly amused to hear all the different people choose to experience this. Brilliant. I logged into a dark room only for to find blah. My first thought, oh shit, I've done something wrong. Why would I be in trouble? It gave me UO jail vibes. I agree. It was definitely sudden and refreshing.
Yes, Carrie's absolutely right. When you logged in, if you weren't expecting it, it would have been like a GM had thrown you in a dungeon room all by yourself originally. Yeah, UO jailbridge troll, absolutely.
I'm sorry. Carrie sounds like this. She is like, yeah, I do not sound like that. I sound like this. Is this how Carrie Death sounds? You can join us in Discord and correct my voice impersonations. Then after that, was this? Yes, no, it was in the chest downstairs because it tells you there was a secret passage in there. Notice the spotlight on my photo. It's still somewhat noticeable with night vision, but not as obvious. P.S. The staff is tradable, so pop on with an alt if needed.
Yes, the staff was tradable as well as the book. Everything that you could grab there was actually tradable, which I found to be interesting. And Bergen goes, "There's a downstairs."
Which is really funny.
You didn't notice the big spotlight on the wall showcasing that little brick? Let's go back up here and see if we can see that in the original picture. Hard to see in the original picture, but
no. The one that
right
Taru
there.
posted is really good. It's like,
I think
look
the
here.
book even mentions something about the light.
Yes.
Was that?
I think the book even mentions something about the light.
Yes. Where was I? We need a chicken room teleporter. Actually, that'd be a great 10th anniversary gift. Being the greedy glutton that I am, it should be clear that I am now expect similar events for all holidays. Sure, April 1st is the start, but I see that suddenly logged into Santa Polar Workshop and being asked to elves to craft 100 toys to help out. Drafted by the Easter Bunny into his lair to dye eggs and deliver them across Novia. Drawn into the ice maze of the Frost Queen, Roger Sean Frost, Jack Frost, lost in the Red Nose Maze on Valentine's Day. Cupid's archery contest. Win a silver arrow and a kiss of whichever Soda Beauty volunteers. This would be fun. Just a reminder, we do have Krampus, Archlepen, and the Envy Angel, and probably others that I can't remember at the moment. Krampus is the only one who could be seen as a harmless entertainment with lots of goodwill, and if you are into spanking. But I bet the Archlepen is behind the Boom Bunnies. He could have found out the function of the Holy Hand Grenade and replicated it into his minions. Needed to read the book. Quick question. Any consequences if he killed the kid chicken? I wonder how many peeps killed it. How else are you supposed to get the peeps? Did they not include peeps as the loot for harvesting the chicken? No, they did not.
No, that would be
which would have been an awesome Easter egg. That's how you get the peeps. Guilty of grilling chicken on site. That poor chicken was killed 361 times. You people are terrible. From the number alone.
I killed it several times. I wanted the eggs.
So what did you do? Did you just like log in, kill it, grab shit, log out, and then?
No, it was as always.
Which technically is an exploit.
I know things because I've been around a while. So of course, first thing I did was grab the book, read the book, and then I said to myself, I wonder if I can grab multiple
books. You
books.
Actually read the book?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Then I said,
you haven't read the Shroud books yet.
And then I said to myself, I wonder if I can get multiple books. So I sat there, and while I was sitting there, I was like, well.
You waited for the respawn?
is the chicken killable? So I, of course, killed the
Yes.
chicken, took everything there, searched around the room a little bit more, checked that wood pile just to see if it was anything special about it. And, again, didn't see anything special. Tina had said, make sure you find the Easter eggs. I found 3. Was there any more, Tina? Did anybody find more than 3 Easter eggs down there? But upon respawn of the book, I went over and grabbed it and got a second copy of the book. Yeah, I did. I did scan the walls, but not really crazy. There wasn't anything that stood out. I just ran my mouse up and down the walls. Didn't find anything. If there was something else there that I missed, it apparently Bergen missed the whole downstairs room, so he missed out because apparently he zoned out instead of taking the doorway at the bottom of the stairs in the bottom of the chest. But it was quite obvious if you didn't have night sight on that there was a big spotlight in the top corner that shone right down on the brick that
Yes.
you were mostly talking about the hidden room, but had noticed the literal eggs. Yeah, there was 3 eggs that I found again that I wish were takeable out there. But so after getting my second book, I sat around going, well, let's see how far you can take this. And apparently 2 was the limit. And of course, same thing with the chest downstairs. Went downstairs and there was a little bundle, and you opened the bundle, and the bundle gave you the April Fool gesture staff. So of course, I sat down there for a while, first time out, and waited to see if the chest would respawn. The chest does respawn, but it respawns with like 3 gold and a couple worms. Nothing to really sit down there and waste your time on. And then the exit, which was really cool, the exit actually was variable. If you were, say, originally headed to Owl's Head, the door would say it's going to Owl's Head. If you were going to be, say, in Airy, originally on login, the door would take you to Airy. It would take you to wherever your intended login was, which was really nice to see. Instead of just dumping you someplace randomly in the world, it dumped you where your character originally last logged out, which was cool. Yeah. So that was cool.
Yep.
And then, of course, I started logging in alt characters just to, since I figured that it was tradable. So I got a couple extra gesture staffs for the
Nice.
collection. Unfortunately, I wasn't thinking about the time limit. Went out to dinner that night and came home. And by the time I realized that the time was off again and tried to log in my last couple characters, it was no longer accessible.
Whoopsies.
And there is no way back. Yes.
Whereas I was out at Sherwood playing around in the forest doing weird things to people.
Yes.
So as soon as I heard about it, it's like, nope, can't do it. And I'm not driving home to do that.
So continue on down a little further. We have a couple other questions, and then Ravlox chimes in.
Any consequences if you killed the chicken? Nothing special this time. I heard there was a tamer boost for not killing the chicken, and I read there is at least one who tamed the chicken. Don't know it's true. I also heard that if you could kill the chicken, you could pick up an Easter egg. Yeah. But the rest of it, it's like blah.
No, because I killed a chicken each time, and
Yeah, you couldn't pick up the Easter eggs.
I still couldn't pick up the Easter eggs.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's kind of like the bonus you get from fishing naked and drunk.
Yes, absolutely. And
Les,
let's
can I
see.
chime in? Can I chime in here real quick to make an announcement?
Sure thing. What's up,
appreciate
Zeke?
Hey man, so the BMC is putting together its 25th anniversary Silver Jubilee this year. We've already got everything ready to go. It's booked up. We will be celebrating our 25th year anniversary in Hot Springs, Arkansas at the Oaklawn Casino Resort, Horse Track, and Hotel. Our Jubilee will be from June 1st through June 4th of this year, 2 months out. I know it's short notice, but it's pretty much we put together everything for our members, let our members get settled in, make all their arrangements, get ready for it. And since the hotel is right there, I posted a link in your green room. If anybody from the outside community would like to join us, we're going to be at the horse track. We're going to be at the casino. We're going to be going to the Crater of Diamonds and doing a little diamond mining. Kind of a gesture, us being the mining company in the game.
BMC Mining Company. Britannia
Right, we're
Mining
going to do a
Company
little.
goes mining.
Yeah, we're going to do a little real life mining. You'll have a shot at finding a diamond out there in that diamond crater, and if you do, they got local merchants right there that'll buy it from you right there on site.
Very cool.
So we've put it together. That's where we're going to be June 1st through June 4th at the Oaklawn Hotel, Casino, and Resort. And there's a racetrack, a real racetrack there with horses. I'll be at the racetrack, so I'm doing some betting and see if I can win one. But I wanted to put that out there to your audience, let them
Very
know
cool.
that we're out there this year, and I hope everybody made it through COVID. Hope everybody's made it through safe and healthy. And that's about it, man.
Very cool.
If you don't mind, give me a few plugs, throughout the month and the next month, and just kind of put it out there that that's where we're going to be.
Absolutely. I'll probably go give it a share on my Facebook page, put it out on the NBNN news page.
All right, man. I appreciate it. And Jack, that's a great rendition of the Chicken Room.
Yeah, it was entertaining from the pictures that I saw. I'm glad that they did it. I mean, it's the first time in a long time that they've actually done something on time, and that was surprising.
Yes, that was really the coolest part, is that somebody actually took initiative to do something, and kudos to Scotty. I'm assuming is the one who put that all together.
Yes.
But it is past the butt of the hour, so let's stop what we're doing
right
here real quick.
And
out of here, guys.
Getting a streamer bundle.
Take it easy, Zeke. Thanks for the info.
Yep.
And let's pick ourselves a wiener. And it looks like the Queen of Bottles is getting herself another bundle. Go, Mom.
So, Laz, isn't this the first day of the month where we're supposed to do a race of some sort?
I forgot all about that. It is. And it's going to be tomorrow now because I totally forgot about it over the weekend. And I don't have all the subscribers. Forgot all about that. Oh, shit. Yeah. For the most part, probably all the same subscribers every month, but I always got to go. There's always some who make it and some who don't make it. And yeah. So we'll do that tomorrow, folks. Sorry, that is my bad. And I have it on good authority that we will be getting our streamer bundles later on tonight as well for the month, because somebody else is running a wee behind being busy. So we should have more streamer bundles tomorrow. But speaking of those, let me go ahead and give, I know I've got plenty still, so I got 20, so it's not going to worry about it.
Cinco de Mayo's on a Friday this year. It's even better when it's on a
Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday, yes. That reminds me, I need to order food because I'm hungry.
He's angry.
I'm hungry. Hungry.
All right, and there's Mom's streamer bundle. Streamer bundles are reopened. And yes, we will do the supporter race on Taco Tuesday tomorrow. Yeah, my bad. I wasn't even thinking about that. Usually I do that midnight on Friday when it's 31st, so that I have it all ready to go. But
yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Hey, I can order from the liquor store.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
But yes, that was a nice, pleasant surprise, the chicken room. And having that room available to go back to, or making it a dungeon room that you
Yes.
could teleport to would be really cool as well. The idea of dungeon teleporters was something that was talked about quite some time ago, where you could place a teleporter in one room and you could teleport to a completely
Yes.
different room or even a completely different property. But apparently they never came up with that. And we know that is possible because we used to have the old dungeon entrance bug, where you could dupe the dungeon entrance, or the dungeon entrance, you would place it on one place and then take it and put it someplace else, and it would connect the same dungeon. So we know that it's possible to do that some way, somehow.
Yeah.
But moving right along, want to finish up the patch release notes, and then we got some patch notes to do.
Well, where are we at on the release notes?
We were at Blood River.
Blood River. Blood River doing what?
Blood River outskirts under Blood Bay.
I gotta go find that. Blood River outskirts. I thought I read Blood Peon no longer claims to be a member of the White Guard.
You did earlier in the week. And the
Bramble
QA
changed the
patch
carpentry
notes.
merchant to use a commoner body type. Or are we looking at the patch notes?
No, you're at the right place. You're at the right place.
Okay. Brewcash corrected typos and Numberjack's responses for Albreda. Oh, wait. Hey, did you catch Friday's live stream?
No.
What? I'll let you guess who wasn't there.
Richard.
No, he was not there. Who else wasn't there?
Star.
Chris.
Definitely wasn't there. Who else wasn't there?
Chris.
Absolutely.
Inmates are running the asylum. Was Scotty there?
No. Don't believe so.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it. Someone else told me.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we could always go to the stream page and then turn around and like look it up, but no.
Yeah, well, I already know he was out of town again for something, so.
Yeah, and Tina's like, I bet they start with an A and ends with a toss.
Yeah.
Out in let's see, Brookside, they moved several floating world objects to the ground. Castle Atos, they added some extra light, fixed a stuck spot in the stables, fixed collision on the inner gateway. Standing in the fire at the tavern will burn you. And then the Crags, they fixed a stuck spot. Crooked Shank, villagers now have an alternate barks after you wronged them, removed elements of an archway that was floating over the water. Out in East March, adjusted the water material, removed collision from the water service, and updated the path grid in the swamp cave. And Bridge Troll's like, hey, where's my Lord of the Isle rings? And he saw Ravlox wince and got no answer.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh. Ooh. Fixed issues with the Lighthouse Rock Base, where players were able to see underneath the stairs. Out in Grusk, Bishop should no longer.
My $2!
Yeah, no shit. Vishpop should no longer move from his spawn location. Out in the Halls of Artifice, they reset Kiakis back to his correct character model. Out in Yennefer, Caretaker Eurydice's shrine response now properly refers to justice instead of honor. They fixed a typo in Zed's shrine response. Out in Kroll, they added high fire damage to a lava pool at the top of the ravine. And Caretaker Caden's shrine response now properly refers to honor instead of justice. Kingsport, they fixed typo in Pal's rumors response and removed a duplicate keyword from guard Pal's responses to a stop a build error. Out in Owl's Head, they improved the closure responses when telling Marisol about her late husband. Added a chaplain at the Virtue Temple. You remember a Virtue Temple in Owl's Head?
No, I remember a Virtue Temple in Britannia.
It added a chaplain at the Virtue Temple, but that's connected to Owl's Head.
I'm not aware of any Virtue Temple. Where is a Virtue Temple?
I do not remember a Virtue Temple inside of Owl's Head. And Carrie's like, is that the place near the tailor? Maybe that is that little room next to the tailor. Out in Port Graff, they removed the line of sight requirement for conversations with the Ebon Dawn prisoner, because now you can have conversations out loud. The Orange Pit Dragon is now the ferocious Orange Pit Dragon, has white wings, and is the only dragon that offers blueprints for the rise rooms as loot. Also corrected scale of the small dragon colliders and moved overhead names closer to their bodies. Out in Solus Bridge outskirts, they fixed a small bed with a bad display name.
Bad name.
As well.
Bad name.
Bad name. Bad name. No location in the abandoned village should have anti-theft protection anymore. Yeah, there used to be a Kodo merchant because they just randomly throw shit. It's kind of like the guild, like the person that's supposed to be doing the heraldry stuff is actually the bank vendor still, because they just threw a bank there before they had anything else to do. Out in South March, the 2 locations with deep water now allow swimming and fishing. Out in Spectral Mines, put some rocks under a floating column in the new Death Bunny Cavern. Updated the path grid, added reverb and ambient sounds to the new Death Bunny caves.
Reverb.
Out in Spectral Speaks, they added webs to the Spider Boss Cavern. Yeah. They added stereophonics, man. We got it now in stereo.
Surround sound.
Yes. THX. Yeah. Verdanus Shroudfall, they added visual effects to the water within the crater. Out in Vikland, adjusted School of Fish school volumes to help keep them from swimming above the surface of the water. Never heard of flying fish, dudes? Flying fish! They're flying fish! Just add some wings to them. Yeah. Out in Vikland, they also moved a floating mandrake root to the ground and added 2 seconds to each chimes timer in the tunnels of the Obsidian Valley. Out in the Well of Elder, fixed a pathing issue with some stairs and rebaked the nav mesh. Out in the Well of Elder, they reduced collision on a column that was extending too far into a walkway, and you modified the conversation for Eve Moonflower to remove some responses she shared with another character. I will say that it seems like the majority of these fixes are done by Sanyo.
You would think.
Because he does the world building stuff as well as the quest stuff.
You would think, yes, but
yeah.
We don't know.
And they removed a Devlin pot from Mistrender, and then after that, blah blah blah. Subscriber rewards are bug related, a bug backpack, and then the login bonus is brown bunny slippers.
Brown bunny slippers.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was subscriber bonus. Brown bunny ears that look extremely pink. I guess the back is brown.
Yeah.
Are the login reward.
April login reward. Yes, they don't.
Yeah, and then new Crown Store updates in a couple of weeks. So you can get the bunny slippers and bunny ears and slippers set, as well as the ladybug backpack.
Yes, which of course makes it useless to be a subscriber if you're just going to give our subscriber awards away to anybody with a little bit of coin.
No, because you also get the 900 Kodos as well, and you don't have to spend whatever $5-10 that they're charging
Sorry.
for those things.
You know
So,
what? I can get the Kodos cheaper at shroudmarketplace.com, the place to go buy or sell anything and everything Shrouded Avatar related.
thank you, Belladonna.
I can buy Kodos in game for gold, which is a lot
Yes.
cheaper than spending money on I can buy gold dirt cheap, really dirt cheap these days, which I can buy Kodos with still even
Oh,
cheaper than the Crown store or spending cash on it. So yeah, thanks for screwing subscribers over and over and over because those rare items that subscribers are supposed to get. Well, just let's keep screwing the pooch on that. This is one of them things that you're pushing your people away with because it really sucks that you allow people to buy this shit. The reason why you call them subscriber rewards is because they're for people who subscribe. If you put them in the store, they're no longer subscriber rewards. They're items that
yep.
anybody can fucking buy. I'm sorry. It's not a subscriber reward if I can buy it a week later. I'm sorry. It's just the facts. I'm only talking the facts here, people. Yeah.
Belladonna's Rose has the best comment. But I need the Kodos. My sugar daddy dried up.
Yes, well, again, Belladonna, I use the Kodos for my monthly supporter race. I give away
Hey,
better than
big
half of those
question.
Kodos every single month.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
The best part is, who does your subscription get paid to?
Portalarium.com.
Portalarium, not Catnip Games. Yeah.
Yeah, again,
And-
Bridge Troll, it's one of them things where if I'm gonna do it, I'm the collector. I want to get the titles for all the months. I want to get the die packs. I want to I've got an unblemished record with the subscription system, so I'm not gonna discontinue it over $9. You know what I'm saying? I mean, $9. Yeah, I'm sure I could do something with that $9, but
Hey, it's a free to play game, man.
yeah.
That's all I got to say.
But I definitely wouldn't buy this stuff otherwise either. So,
hey, the fun part. Build number 1648 came out on April 2nd at 1:40 a.m. where they fixed the baby dragon's walk animation, and the adult dragon and troll conversations can now also patrol. Fixed renamed POT NPC names not showing correctly.
yeah, that was
Fixed a typo.
scary one.
Fixed a typo in the rewads window. The stone basement 2-story village stairway will be able to be decorated again.
That was another scary one.
Fixed naming for the Jester Scepter and enabled the pattern. And fixed
they
the
have a
Jester
pattern? I
Scepter's
didn't realize
placement
that.
collision for walls.
Let me
What?
see this. The scepter has a pattern? I didn't notice that.
I don't know.
Yeah, it does. Look at that. It has a pattern.
Oh, and Mom's like, those notes lie! POT NPC names still broken.
Yeah, still
Yeah,
broken.
they know about it. I posted in Talk to Alley.
Yeah, for those of you wondering
Still.
about that and you haven't been out to your own POT, if you renamed your NPCs, they now reverted back to their original NPC names until they fix said bug.
If you
So you
hover
no
over
longer have
them, they
Twat
have the
Waffle?
right names, and if you try and move them, because sometimes you have to move it, it makes their name disappear until you reload down. So
Yeah.
that one was
And
wrong.
a lot of people lost some items because they had decorated those stairs in the stone basement 2-story village stairwell because it's dark down there. So people put lights and other things on the stairways. And when Devil Cult went to fix the problems with it, of course, he had to punt all the items on those stairways that y'all had into your banks. So if you had one of those, initially you couldn't redecorate it, but people complained, and David went back and made sure that you could decorate those surfaces again after he made the fix that needed to be fixed on the stairwell. So for those of you who found some things missing, just check your banks. They should be there. And if not, support at shroudoftheavatar.com for any other missing items that you might not be able to find, but more likely than not, they're on your account someplace. You just got to go digging for them. Just got to go digging a little bit. So
Yes.
there is that. But speaking of digging and Crown Store, let's go over to this one because I found this to be a bit interesting. And of course, our friendly neighborhood gossip comes up with some really bad information, but makes brings to a point. This Crown Store purchase history.
Is there a way to see a purchase history on the Crown Shop? I believe I just bought the ornate triple connection dungeon for you, but cannot see it in my inventory. Other items purchased are there. Thanks in advance. I did a relog as well. Yes, you can, if you go to the homepage and click on account, these tabs are different histories you have. Account is in the upper right hand corner. Purchases should be under add-ons tab.
Yeah,
Only if you did it before they were moved in game.
Yeah.
I may look. Yes.
Wrong.
If you just
Wrong.
purchased, perhaps it's not showing yet. Yeah. Blah 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 blah. Oh, I know it shows my crown purchases. Oh, I'm sorry, I was mistaken. I didn't see any of my other purchases, just the crown purchases under the add-on tab, but it seems like we used to see purchases before the Crown Shop was brought in game.
Yes,
I will tag it, Ravelox.
So those were not Crown Store purchases. Those were
Yeah.
cash store purchases that you made in cash
Yes.
on the website. Cash on the website,
Yes.
not crowns in the Crown
And-
Store. Two different stores, two different methods. Yes.
And land with the type/data folder in game to open up the game data folder. In the chat logs folder, you can search for item Crown of the Obsidians, which should bring up the Crown Store purchases like so. However, the chat log is divided by logins and characters. So if you log in daily and have more than one character, you might have to search several files until you find the purchase. If you have several characters, look in the inventory of each of them, in the bank, and perhaps even the rewards. I wonder if you could create an account Crown Store purchases chat log, but no idea if you can currently even do that. And you don't buy items in the Crown Store with your credit card or bank paper. Fair point, but I clearly had a senior moment. Thanks, everyone. The chat log showed me the information I needed. Basically, I messed up and did not press enter on the purchase.
I don't know anybody who presses enter. Yeah, I clicked the buy button. I didn't know enter would work.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't work. So let's go take a look at. Let's go look at the Crown Shop and do a search for emote, please.
Okay.
Crown Shop. So we have the tech here. Okay, if you have the emote, it gives you a little check mark on the bottom. So why in the world won't we do that with the rest of the items? That if you bought it, it puts a check mark next to the item saying, "Hey, you own this friggin' item, and now you know that you own this item." Okay, that would
you have purchased this item before.
Yeah, or like it used to be on the web store. Let's go to the web store real quick.
What do you want on the web store?
I'm going to Player Owned Towns.
Okay.
I have to log in. Hold on.
I am not logging in, but yeah.
Well, I don't know if you still have the got it's.
Yeah, but I do not, because I have sold my town.
Right, but it might still might still be on your account as got it because you bought it. So the only way to find that out is, to log in. But we could also
Actually,
do
let
something
me
like got it,
hold on.
to let you know that you've already got something like that because they have the tech for this. So, I mean, yeah,
I logged in. I do not have the got it on my towns.
don't have the got it. Okay, so they take
Yeah.
that off after you remove your towns. Okay, very cool. See,
Yes.
and that's really cool to know too, because when you sell those out of your account, you know, uh, so we have the tech to do it on the website. We have the tech to do it, uh, here in the Crown Shop.
A basic purchase history. Yes,
Yeah,
would be nice.
yeah, I mean, just a check mark lets you know, so you can go back and go, did I purchase that? Oh yeah, I've got that. Did I purchase that remote device? Remote bank access device? I know I did. Which those are like half price now. Holy shit, they're only $15. I thought they used to be like $30.
Something like that.
Yeah. Old time cameras, anything that you've bought should get a check mark on it to say you own at least one of these in your account. I mean, the Ready Player Lenny, you're getting here a little late, buddy. But good to see you.
Greetings.
But yeah, I
Yes.
mean, the tech is there. They use it for the emotes, let you know that, you've got these emotes. And, as you can see, I've got all the emotes except for, and see, I got the ballet outfit, I thought, as another reward someplace. It doesn't seem that I have that with the emotes, apparently. It's like one of the only ones that I don't have. May actually have to break down and buy that just for, completionism.
Yeah, I love how there's a subscription status.
What do you mean?
If you're logged in and you go to your account, there's a subscription status, like the number of months that you actually subscribe.
Oh, yeah,
So
absolutely.
mine tells me that I have not subscribed since 2019.
Yeah, my subscription status is lengthy, as like I said, is
But remember,
from the
mine was
inception.
tied to one thing
Yeah,
when I
as
canceled all of my subscriptions.
I
One
am
developer challenge.
57 months in, on the subscription, and again, they finally caught up,
Yes.
with that. And again, the old one, which was the add-ons, which again was, all the things that you purchased. And again, if you're
Yes.
looking at this, you can see there's a lot of shit that I purchased, and a lot of those are some high dollar items. You notice some 300, some 100,
Yeah.
some 200s, and then a lot of tchotchke items, some 10s, some 20s. There's another $200. What was that? Flexible placement. Yeah, flexible placement. We're still waiting for that. Yeah,
Hey, man! It's coming
coming last year,
soon.
limited
We
edition.
just have a couple of more things to clear up. Dwip's like, what is your dev challenge? I actually had 2 developer challenges. One was for a developer to actually craft 100 of each scroll from base materials without cheating. Chris
from scratch.
attempted, yes, from base materials. So it's like have to go convert all the wood scrap to wood pulp, have to go through, collect everything, which means you can buy the reagents but then actually craft 100 of each scroll. Chris started that challenge and said like, fuck, this sucks. I quit. And then after that,
And you even allowed Chris to make the items that he needed, like the pulp and the stuff. You allowed him to actually
yes,
cheat.
yeah, and he couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Couldn't finish the dev challenge. Then the dev challenge number 2, which was tied to my subscription, was for a developer, any developer, to play the game and complete the Shroud of the Avatar quest without cheating. But that would have to be They would need to start the character and then go through the entire quest line without cheating as a developer.
Yes.
Since that challenge was actually deleted off the forums, they were very, very aware of it. And Chris actually made comments like, "Oh, I don't expect any developer to play the game. We do not have time for this." Ironically, I talked to a game developer professor who's like, "What the fuck?
Every
You have to play
game
your game
developer and
developer."
every person
Yeah.
on the team should be playing everything they put into the game to make sure it functions properly. But
Yes.
making sure things function properly, like our giveaways, which we got to do so we can get out of here.
Patosh is getting a streamer bundle.
And
Patosh.
Dwip, you are the winner of the streamer bundle and our last winner for the. Did you pull your game key giveaway yet?
I have not pulled my game key giveaway
Okay.
yet, but there are lots of people in. Game
Patosh.
key is going to Qbert. Oh man, what game is Qbert getting? Reveal key. Main assembly is going to Qbert.
Main assembly. Patosh is going to get himself a copy of Smoke and Sacrifice. Smoke and Sacrifice on Steam for $19.99. Congratulations, Patosh. And of course, thank you all for joining us here each and every day, because without you guys and gals out there, we wouldn't be here 9 years plus and running. So thank you all for your loyalty and support. We thank you. And of course, for those of you who did get to the chicken room this weekend, hope you all enjoyed it. And of course, we'll be back with more, including the race we were supposed to do for our supporter race today, tomorrow, right here on NBNN. Until then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.